Hi there everybody, good morning. I figure I'd just give everybody an update on what we're doing here on the farm right now. We are a little bit late on some of our stuff, particularly moving our egg birds out to the field. They've been in kind of a winter setup all winter, where they can stay kind of dry and out of the wind and keep them healthy. They really don't do very well out in the elements during when it's cold out. So, in years past, bring it around, these are our mobile egg units. Well, they're sort of mobile. They're actually really a pain in the butt to move. Typically what we were doing in the years past is we would move these every week or two to different spots and fields and then set the fence back up around it. And the fence we have is this stuff, Premier 1 mobile chicken netting. Works so well. But since these are such a big pain to move, what we're going to do now this year is we're going to put these two in the spot that they're in, and they're just going to hang out here for the spring and summer and into the fall. And we're going to move the fence around them in a clock pattern. So what I'm doing right now is I got the fence set up here, going around the side. And then you can see it laid out on the ground over there. So I'm doing nice long skinny rows heading out, and every week or so we'll kind of play it by ear and see how they impact the ground. We'll move them. So it's here, we'll move it over here, over here, and over here. And the idea is we get, 12 positions, something like that. And by the time we get looped back around, the area that they were in first will have recovered to where we can put them back on it for a little while. Now, the only issue with this is this area right here, around where the egg houses are going to get torn up. It's what you call it a sacrifice area. And what our plan is here is I had pigs in this spot the very first year I farmed, and they kind of tore this area up, and there's some ruts. And so what we'll do is, as the season goes on, we will just add hay and wood chips and sawdust in here, and just keep layering it on to keep the area from getting too torn up, too muddy, too saturated, and start to get a little funky. So as we do that, it'll help fill in these holes, and at the end of the year, we can do a couple of things. We can move all this out of here, let this area sit, let that compost where it's at, depending on how built up it is, or we can spread it out a little bit and just fertilize the areas around it also, or we can pile it up and let it compost like that and then use it, spread it in the field next spring. We can spread it and use it as compost in the garden. So there's a lot of options, but the main thing is this makes it a lot easier, a lot less time involved in trying to hook up and drag these egg houses around. The goal in the future will be to come up with a much more mobile friendly system that we can move to a lot of different places very easily, cut our setup time down. So that's what we're doing. There's a cow that I got to get out of here because they're very curious and they want to be wherever I am. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm gonna finish setting this up. We're gonna try and get the chickens out here maybe after the first farmer's market on Saturday, or maybe Sunday morning. And we'll be one step closer to having a good summer. Thanks everybody, bye.